Hello, welcome to part 15 of the 1300 scale HMS hood build. As you can see, it's starting to look quite good now. It's all the turrets and everything, all the guns are on. All I'm working on now is the railings. I'm doing railings around the upper deck here. There's a couple of little cranes here for lifeboats. Photo etch I put on this side. I've got to do the other side yet. There's little life rafts that go on the railings all the way around. So going by the photo etch instructions, there's quite a lot. We've also got a ladder to run down the side of the ship here on both sides, so that'll go on. We'll do that later. So yeah, now I've also managed to put on the anchor. It's not in view. Let me just move some things out of the way here, and we can have a look at the anchor, or the anchor chain. So the anchor chain's nice, went on. I painted that black. I drilled a couple of holes to drop it through into here, but I might actually paint that blacker so it looks like it's much more open. So yeah, the chain sits in there nicely. Now, there's an odd, going by the instructions and the photo on the paint guide, there's another piece of chain that sits out to the side here, but it's not connected to anything. It just doesn't look right, so I've left that off. Unless I can find something to put there to make it look like it attaches to something. I don't know why that's like that. I'll go back to some reference photos of the actual ship. I'm pretty sure there's some detail missing there, so I may leave that off. Now the anchors here, they're painted and they're pretty right now, so I'll be able to attach the two anchors on there. While I was out there, I've undercoated the plaque with the hood 1941 written on it, so I'll be detailing that later. And I've also done don't know if I showed that in the last one, but the propellers brass propellers have been painted. I've also sprayed the hull in a clear coat, so that's dry. That was done yesterday, so that's all dry now, ready for any weathering and so forth. So that's all clear coated. And I've got a little lifeboat here, which there's so many lifeboats on this thing. So that will attach onto the little crane system there. That'll sit in there. It was quite difficult placing and building that photo etch piece because the proportions are all wrong, the sizes are all wrong. If I did it to what the instructions of the photo etch said, there's no way it would fit on the side there. And as it is, the two little pieces in there that drop down that support the lifeboat, that's probably way too small, are too long. So I've had to cut them a little bit shorter. And even though they'll fit now, they won't fit to the center of the lifeboat. They'll fit inside but to the side, because the whole contraption here, the way it's set up, it doesn't stick across the deck far enough. That's a design problem. It's nothing to do with the ship build. It's something with the photo etch. I like the railing on the front. I don't know, you may not be able to see it. We'll see if we can get this up a bit. But there's actually, yeah, I'll show you another video, but it's actually got the hood written in the railing. There's a metal sign. on the front. There'll be one on the other side as well. Alright, so I'll continue on with doing some more of this railing and the fiddly little bits here, and I'll come back with a camera view looking more across where you can see some of this work I'm doing. Okay, so we'll be back very, very shortly. Okay, here we'll show you a bit of the railing I've done. You'll see the hood in the railing just on here. If I find something I can point with, there's my wax pencil. So you've got the hood there, little life buoys are situated along the railing, and here we've got a lifeboat. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, I'll figure that. And you can see the railings are all set up in here as well, all through here. And I think we just lost camera. Let's see. Okay, I'm back. So as you can see, more railing across there and all along here, and what I'll do now is continue over and do the other side, and I'll show you what that looks like when we're done. Yeah, it's coming on quite well. The Edard railings are very flimsy and thin. The kit didn't come with railings, so I've got to be very, very careful. If you don't bend it right the first time, it will snap the second time. So yeah, fortunately I haven't made that mistake yet, but you just got to be focused on what you're doing. Get those bends right the first time. There's a few little bits of railing also I can show you up here. So inside the stairway there, goes down this railing. There's another railing inside here. I don't think there's any more higher on the deck that I need to do, but definitely the other side, and then the main deck all the way around. So we'll come back and have a look as I progress. Back in a sec. Okay, welcome back. As you can see, I've got the railings in place. There's a couple of cranes there, or hoists as well. Those triangular things I thought were supports for the railings until I realized how big they were. I had to do a check up and found out there was actually they're braces for a cover that goes over the deck. So I figure, well, it's not in battle, so I'll leave all those there. So we go down the deck. Done all of one side. You can see all the railings all the way along. I'll just do the other side, but it's getting a bit late in the day now, so be a job for tomorrow. And, yeah, getting close to the railings. Of course, the anchors I haven't put on yet. I'll do that. I might actually do that today. So, doesn't like to focus, this camera. There it is. Anyway, the railings went on okay, just had to do it very carefully. Very thin brass, came up quite well. Said I have to be careful when I'm doing the weathering, not to knock any of those off. But, that should be alright. Take my time with it. Okay, that's it. So I'll come back. Hopefully we'll have done the other side of that and got the anchors on, and we'll see what we're up to next. Okay, back shortly. Okay, welcome back. So I've completed all the railings, all the little cranes, all the supports for the canopy. Everything is done pretty much. I'm just doing the bottom of the hull here where I'm putting on the propellers. These are trumpeter accessories, these propellers. So you would expect them to fit. They fit, no problem, on the shaft, but the shafts are too long. So there's probably about 5mm I have to cut so that the propeller will actually sit in there and be flush for support. So there's a gap there. So what I'll do is I'll snip them back, trim them back a little bit, and I'll put these propellers on. And that's that done. And then it's basically just attaching the hull to the actual ship. And I've already clear coated this, so this is ready for saltwater weathering and anything else I need to do for the weathering. It's got a nice flat clear coat. What I'll do is before I attach it, maybe before, I'll do a clear coat on the ship. I don't know which way. I might attach the ship to the hull first and then put a clear coat. It won't matter if I get a bit more overspray on this. If clear coat, it's the same thing. Can't have too much clear. So that'll be it. So connecting those, putting that hull to the ship, and starting the weathering process. So the next video will be weathering. So that'll be the end of this part, and when you come back and I get the next one, it'll be starting the weathering process, which should be interesting. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button if you liked it, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next part of the HMS Hood build by Trumpeter. Thank you. Bye.